every single.
No,
every-
Justin's gonna
Right
beat my
now,
ass.
right now.
I will.
Live,
I won't.
live, call him live.
I'll call him right now.
Stop.
Do it.
Really?
I swear to God.
This is way too awkward for me.
Oh,
Just kidding.
man.
I got
All
tap
right.
out. I got tap out.
Okay, fine. I won't.
If I was called live on a podcast
No,
after no
honestly-
communication for how much time?
He said I'll do it right now.
I'm in my health and wellness era.
Yeah,
guys.
you are. No more going out, reading books. We're doing sauna. We're cold plunging,
Yeah.
eating good meals.
I would do a plan.
Wait, I like want to be asked to be someone's girlfriend.
I would like to. It's not
Okay.
necessary, but it would be cute.
Okay.
And I told them I've always been asked. Definitely.
How far you
Yeah.
gonna go? Yeah.
You think guys can tell if a girl's a pick me?
Absolutely.
Really? You think?
No, the dumb ones can't. The
That's
dumb
what I'm
ones-
saying.
The
I
dumb
think
ones
the
think
dumb
ones
just
don't care. Like
they just
want to get laid.
Yeah.
But the dumb ones usually end up striking decently well because they just shoot. They just shoot shots.
Every which
dude.
way.
They
Okay,
just
but
shoot shots.
You want decent?
No, no. Meaning those are typically the ones that end up with something a little out of their range. Like
okay.
because
They'll just bag an insecure baddie. That's it.
Real.
you might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those in my group,
Yeah.
but like sometimes you see it and it's like,
Confident.
how
baddie.
are
Oh,
you holding that hand right now?
Yeah.
What?
Because she's
fuck?
insecure and they have to date less attractive than them.
She don't know no better.
This the girl that I was talking about earlier is coming on my show soon. She has fucking research on that too. Women dating below, it's almost always because there's some sort of trauma or trigger to somebody who is equal or more attractive than them that just destroyed them, so they protect themselves, and the protective mechanism is stooping for someone who's a little below them. But typically in those relationships, the man ends up cheating on the woman because of her insecurities.
Yeah. He ends up cheating and then he thinks he can do better. His ego like inflates hella. So he's like, oh, if I can get her, I can get another like hot ass girl, you know?
Well, you get a lot more attention when you're with the prettiest girl in the room. Other girls take notice because it's the subconscious competitiveness. So you get way more attention from that.
That's
So
for
it's
sure.
like, yeah, if you're the prettiest girl in the room, you can kind of get attention from anybody in the room based off of that.
Okay, bleep this out. But like that is like, if I were to think of a person to describe this scenario, it's because he is fucking weird as shit. This man is mid-30s.
Is he? Which, dude, crazy, right?
I thought he was like 23.
He lied about his age.
Exactly.
No, the girl that I-
Exactly. He acts like he's 23.
What?
I lied, but like a 10-year gap.
That he was
He's
younger?
like he's like 35.
Saying he was younger. No, he's
that
like,
he was younger?
he's like 30, 36, 37.
What
like he's
man
up
lies
there.
that they're young?
No, that's weird.
Because
That's
she's young.
weird.
And he didn't want to seem weird. But it's like, who gives a she's like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have cared. What a weird lie.
But at
I
that point,
think-
their relationship's over. Like you lied about your age.
But
Yeah.
he bags back to back to
Mhm.
back bad bitches. Like literally really hot girls, like one after another after another. And he posts them. Fucking hard launches the shit out of them like immediately.
I don't see
Like,
it. I don't see how.
I don't know this guy.
because it's like they see he puts it out there. These girls see like, oh, he's with her.
Oh.
They then want him.
Agree.
Even though
Agree.
he brings
That's so dumb.
legitimately zero to the fucking table.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I'll never understand. Like, I've seen girls get pissed at like the girl who didn't even
Yeah.
know.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
It does
fucking insane.
nothing. Makes
Like, what's the
no
psychology
sense.
behind that? Like, just like you don't want to leave the dude and you want someone to be mad at? Like, I don't understand.
Just
That's
mad
a lot
and
of scarcity,
directing the
man. Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Mad that the man was ever with somebody else. Like, dude, we are 30 fucking years old. There's
You can expect
hundreds.
people to have kids too by now. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, you can't like, what do you think? Like, they've never been with anyone? Like,
Yeah.
like give me a fucking break. That's
Dude, that was
like,
the next thing
literally
I
was-
was super nervous about with my situation is like after like the first or second date and I was like, okay, she's sick. I was like, dude, she's 27. Like, what if she fucking drops this? Like, what if she got a kid, bro? What if she's got a kid?
Is 27 old?
No.
Do you usually go younger?
No, it's just there's a potential. There's just a potential for there
Yeah.
to be a child in the play.
they're in
There's
their
a
childbearing
potential if
years.
you're 18 too. Like
You're
Well, I
not
don't know that,
18.
though. That's a little pushing it. That's
Well,
a lot
not
of
from
pushing
where
it.
we're from.
not just
Just
one of
brawl.
us.
Like, we can guarantee if we go out tonight in Corpus, there will be a brawl. Not with us, hopefully, but like someone will
Like
fight.
that.
There's nothing to do.
Testosterone. There's nothing else. I don't know.
That's low EQ
It's
stuff.
people.
Oh,
Oh,
it is.
That's why we left.
Oh, it is.
Literally.
Yeah,
like, the
I could
dudes
only
are, like,
take so many punches in the face.
from me.
Damn, homie.
The guys
Really?
just like beating their chest, just like they want to assert their dominance, and that's how they do it because they don't have respectfully don't be the intellectual capacity or any other means to do so. So they're like, oh, let me just use the only thing I do have, which is like my physical strength to show like, hey, I'm like the alpha. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what it has to
Gorilla mindset.
be. Exactly.
Sure. We'll vlog it.
Gorilla mindset. That's really what my sister says all the time.
Really?
She wanted to come next weekend, but it's Easter.
Ah.
So, but when she does come, she needs to come on because that bitch has got a lot of fucking stories.
That's what I'm saying. You've told me like a few things, like celebrity shit. Like she's met a lot of people and seen a lot of like BTS. Like
we were at my friend's birthday dinner and she's like went out on this date with this guy from the Nuggets and he's on the TV. And I'm just like, wait, that's the guy she was with last night.
No way.
She was with Bradley Martin the same week. I'm just like, you know what?
Good for her.
Where my Riz sucks, obviously.
Your Riz doesn't. I think you
kidding.
have very wholesome Riz, Bailey, and I think
Yeah, you have the
white
cutest
Riz.
story known to man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, your Riz got you a stoplight date. That's a stoplight boyfriend. That's incredible.
You have wifey Riz. Like you have like very much like wifey Riz for sure. I'm just mean.
No,
but like
just
you know,
mean.
yeah.
Just berate
Just
men and they
fucking
love it.
Yeah, they do. I swear to God, bro. Like we've talked about this. Like it's insane. Like qualified gentlemen.
But you're getting insecure men at that.
What do you,
You're
oh,
gonna get
maybe
insecure.
potentially. That's their trauma though, not mine.
yeah, but like an
Yeah.
insecure guy is kind of accept you being mean to them, you know?
They will, but you don't want that.
I know, I already
Yo.
I went
There's
through
trauma.
that.
And I don't want to be mean to anyone, but then don't be a pussy.
Yeah. So are you guys familiar with this P. Diddy situation?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
crazy. What part of it?
My
No?
I don't know. My barber just told me about it today when I was in the chair. I knew nothing about it.
Dude.
Apparently he and Meek Mill fucked.
Hell
I
yeah.
didn't
Dude,
know that.
all these guys are getting fucked in the ass for a record label and selling their soul. Like this is
So apparently, like people are saying, Usher when he was
Yeah.
coming up, Justin Bieber, like apparently the
yeah.
parents would
Justin
just let
Bieber
them.
was like 10.
Yeah, he was a wee lot. Like, yeah,
Like part of the thing
Who's the girl?
from someone who I'm connected to, that this has nothing to do with the P. Diddy situation, but the music industry is, yeah, like you'll get drugged at one of these parties and like then there's video of you and you wake up and like your butthole's sore and like so listen, I was like, no, that's fucking whack. That's conspiracy. That's all this stuff.
I believe it.
And
Oh
then
my
like, you know, there's just been enough breadcrumbs come out and like I guess when there's enough smoke, there's fire. But then this whole P. Diddy thing comes out. And I'm like, wait, is this actually happening? Like, I don't know. I haven't experienced it firsthand, but I do have someone who's deeply embedded in the entertainment industry that has been propositioned.
By him?
Not by
Just
not
by,
him,
like,
by
his
producer.
superiors,
Sure.
if you will, by names that you know. I mean, I don't know how deep those conversations.
Not like
but I don't
his
think-
ex came forward. Who was his
Yeah.
ex? The girl. Fuck, it's like a R&B singer from back. Anyway,
Yeah.
Ashanti.
right?
No, not
J-Lo.
Ashanti.
No, but he settled after like a day. She came out with all these allegations, all this proof that he would like beat her and make her like fuck other dudes, like crazy
Yeah.
shit. And then she was saying, oh yeah, like I caught him like playing naked basketball games with other celebrities and just weird shit.
Hey.
And so he settled after a day. She made the allegations, didn't even get to court. He's like, "What? How much money do you want?" And
Wow.
just paid her. So he's guilty, bro.
Yeah.
In theory, don't fuck me up. I don't know, like, because I'm sure Diddy watches this. But like, you know what I mean? Settled like less than 24 hours, paid her whatever the fuck she wanted to like hush, because like they think there's a lot of truth to it. Mm-hmm.
Wowzers.
I think that is just common across like most industries.
Yeah. Well, have y'all heard about like in like LA and like major cities, like you have to like give blood to get in sometimes to parties?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
That's
like,
wild.
This girl I know in Miami, she like works for, like Fashion Nova. She's like a model and shit like that, but she's gone to a bunch of other cities and she has friends. It happened to her once. She didn't go in, but so she says. But she's like, yeah, you have to prick your finger and like give blood before you like go into this party.
Dude, this shit is demonic as
Fuck yeah, dude.
In Hollywood is demonic. It's just like
I mean-
you are selling your soul. These are like
Yeah.
this is like
But like, what's the price point? That's what I was chatting with Dave about. If someone prop me right now, like I'm just gonna be 1,000. But they prop me right now, and they're like, tomorrow your podcast wakes up with 50 million subscribers. I'm like, dude, my life would. I mean, you know how
Yeah.
different things would be. Like my kids' would be taken care of forever. Like my name would live in eternity.
Would you do
So
it?
then what are you willing
Well,
to
it depends. It's like what has to give.
I mean the
Well, what are
price
you willing to
apparently
get?
keeps going up and that's why people end up dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another
It
thing.
makes sense.
That's another thing about Diddy. They're saying he had something to do with Biggie's death or like Tupac's death and just like a bunch of like people like a trail of bodies just like behind him in theory. And
Wild.
now people are like debunking it and saying like all these crazy connections and shit. And
Yeah, it's just like what's the price point? Like as a man, I think about how my kids are going to come up, how my grandkids would come up, and like what happens when I'm gone. And it's like, shit, if you could put your family in position to like never have to go through the things you had to go through to be able to like achieve whatever success you've achieved. Point.
What do y'all
Like,
think the cost is for the person that does that? Like, say you're like, okay, Diddy or whoever the fuck, like, I want this fame. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. What do you think they actually have to do?
Well,
You know what I mean?
I've heard that like they will literally like the higher that you climb in fame, they'll be like, okay, like this person needs to die, or like you
the
need
next
to do
step
this.
is this. The next step is this. The next step is this.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like it. All right, if Meek Mill and P Diddy like had anal sex, whatever, let's say, like
That's just
Yeah.
like the start.
yeah,
Never
dude,
listen to
I
Dreams and
think
Nightmares the
that's.
same again. I'm like, fuck.
No, seriously though,
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably not that high up on the totem pole. Like,
Think about
where you
like
start.
think about the people that ended up dead, Mac Miller, Amy
Yeah.
Winehouse. It's like when they refuse
Yeah.
to go to that next step.
Oh,
they're
I just got
gone. They kill
chills.
them
That's
off.
crazy.
I agree.
Mhm.
Damn.
Like you're not allowed to turn back.
Yeah, no.
Even
like
think
you
like
sold your
Avicii.
soul.
What about like Avicii?
Do you think like, because there's like the 27 club or whatever, right? How they all die at like 27. Do you think that's
Exactly.
maybe like a benchmark in like the scheme of things of like, you know, when it comes to
But 27 in the entertainment industry, you're probably getting close to losing a lot of your lust,
I
the
don't know.
lore behind you. You've probably been.
That's
if you're already a
why you need to
superstar-
go higher.
Yeah, that's right. If you want to stay relevant, this is what you have to do.
Exactly. And like think about the people who they now are like infamous, like Kanye West. They made him look fucking crazy.
Oh,
Michael Jackson, they made him look like a pedo.
humiliation rituals. That's something that's
Yes.
apparently a thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You don't know if they like did something to him mentally, if this is just all
Britney
an elaborate
Spears?
ruse.
Yeah.
Britney's literally exactly like, oh, okay. So she had a conservatorship. Like, why? Why is she completely different now?
We've talked about this so many times. Like, none of it makes sense. And like, what gets me is the people online and they're like, oh my God, Britney's free. I'm like, y'all think this
Yeah.
girl is free?
That
She's
is
doing
not.
spins in her kitchen with mascara down her face, like her fucking titties out. Like,
No.
she absolutely not.
Amanda
Something's wrong with her.
Bynes.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Recently, it was one of my friend's birthdays, and Taylor Swift's music was like playing at this thing, and like this was like a month ago, and Taylor Swift's music just like plays in my head now,
Yeah.
and I don't listen to her. I don't like nothing. I don't. I think her music's good. Like she's probably really fucking good. I think.
Yeah.
But how's it just play in my head? Like
There's,
I
like,
heard
an
it for
art-
one day.
There's an art of like composing music where like certain notes like
There
evoke a
is.
certain emotion, and there's like a whole science behind it.
There is.
You know, to kind of like mind control.
It
almost.
is.
It is a form of mind control. All these people's songs, like they have messages in
I
them that are
agree.
supposed to fuck with your brain.
Songs back in the day, like they were saying, if you play them backwards, it's like a certain message and stuff like that. So I mean, I think it's possible, but it's something we'll probably never comprehend or like understand. You know, like
Look at the
so much
NFL.
energy is being thrown
Look
at
at
them.
the fucking NFL.
Swifties, girl.
The NFL owns an entire day of the week.
Mhm.
God doesn't own that. Jesus doesn't.
Yeah.
The church don't own that. No, the NFL owns that fucking day.
Insane.
And people warp to this TV and just waste 10, 11 hours watching every fucking
Yeah.
football
It's like
game.
hypnosis.
I used to be in it. Like that, on Saturday, I watched all college football. On Sunday, I watched all the NFL, and I couldn't fucking escape it.
Like there was this video, it was the Super Bowl, I think, and they were asking how much people spent on tickets.
People are like
There's
20,
life
30,
savings.
$40,000. I'm like, what?
Insane. Like they
Dude,
save all year and just spend
What if
on
your team
that.
loses? Like that's
Okay,
gambling.
wait,
That's gambling
exactly
in real
what
time.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Your team, y'all don't play for them.
Yeah. They, like-
people are like, oh, yeah.
They
Like I
ride for
will
these
not.
people.
I will.
You're like, oh, our team lost. It's like they don't even know you fucking
Exist.
exist.
You fucking
buddy.
work at a
with
Circle
your
K.
Corona
Like,
light.
yeah.
You just fuck
I
with
saw-
it.
Another
you know
man's
what I
last
saw?
name on your back.
Yeah, bro. I think it's weird when men like wear fucking other
Yeah.
men's
Oh,
jerseys.
I'm supporting my man.
I
They're
think it's
like, that's
weird,
it.
bro.
Get him, babe.
Yeah,
Fucking
get
tackle
'em.
him. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to know the thought process behind people who comment on like celebrity shit. You know what I mean? Imagine you're dating a guy and you are scrolling through and you see like Beyonce made a post and he's on there just shit talking. What would you do? Like, you like this guy, everything's going really well, but like you're scrolling and you're like, he's like, fuck you, Beyonce, your new song sucks.
I beg.
Yeah.
That is
Grandma,
triggering
stop.
people. Yeah, you're commenting like you got a picture with your kids and your wife on it, and you're
Always.
telling me how much of a piece of shit I am. Like what?
Are you sitting at Peter Piper's with them just like, fuck Justin Mihaly?
Dude,
I don't
Totally.
understand it.
it
You know
doesn't
what I
make
mean?
any
Like,
fucking sense.
I don't
dude.
even like when they bring up Instagram. Like, I
Yeah.
like guys that are just like, what? I don't know.
Guys that don't have phones.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Guys that have to send me pigeon
use a
mail.
satellite device. Yeah. Why do you as a man have a phone? Like,
It's just like, I feel like men should use their Instagram to just post pictures of their girlfriend.
fuck yeah.
That's it. Like, you don't
Say
need
it
to-
louder.
What a take!
You don't need
Yeah.
anything
What about
else.
those of us that make our money through
Bailey
social
Rock.
Okay,
media?
that's an exception.
Okay, if you're making money off of there, but if not, like, your whole feed should just be pictures of us.
Like,
Do you think you could tell by
No.
looking at someone?
a little bit, yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah?
yeah.
Have you ever been wrong?
No, well, but
Yeah, I have
big
been
dick
wrong.
energy.
I have
But
been
big
wrong
dick
before.
energy is not about the. I don't think it's about the size of the dick. I think it's about, do you know how to fuck? Like, do you know
Yeah.
you're laying it down? Do you know you're taking care of people?
I've ever
Yeah,
had someone with like
so-
I've had someone with like false confidence though, because they were like, "Oh, I'm a fucking whatever," just like talking
But they
about
probably
being-
wouldn't have said
They
that.
they
They
weren't.
probably wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, they weren't that confident then. If they
Yeah.
had to state it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been. Well, in conclusion,
No more flying to Dubai.
a lot of drugs, a lot of dicks, no more flying overseas without proof of life first.
Life.
Like, will parking lot guy resurface? Will I marry the man that he just showed me on his phone? Probably. I will, because now I'll stop at nothing. I will let you guys know.
I support
Will
it.
Justin call this girl his girlfriend?
Oh.
Will Alex have a new BF by the next podcast?
Yeah, yeah. Why do I get let off the hook?
We were literally, I swear to God, like just a
Cupping
month ago, we were like, we're in our single era. Like, we're not gonna like
This
get in a
whole
re-
year we're gonna stay single.
we're like, that's it. We're gonna stay single, like whatever. And then it's like, so we would think like all these qualified people pop up, and I'm like, well, I guess like we'll see what happens. But then they just end up,
Month.
just so dateable. You know what I mean? I can't help.
We're so dateable.
Just so dateable. Fuck. I'm like, what's a girl to do? The Riz is
Sorry,
just like.
can't
we
help
should
it.
we should bring in our partners like one by one.
We'll see what happens with all of our love lives in the next relationship in the next episode.
Relationship.
And I like the idea of bringing on people one at a time. You
I
should
do
bring
too.
in Colin. I think that would be a cute episode. And
You
he
would
could,
do
like,
it.
Yeah, hell yeah. And parking lot guy. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm
You're
kidding,
obsessing
guys.
about
I'm
it,
kidding.
dude.
I'm-
What?
Thank
George
you.
might resurface too, but like not that you would want him.
We didn't bring that up. So for a cliffhanger to end, we think George is coming back
Why do we think?
because
She's psychic.
I actually might be.
You know, she says she's one place, but she's posting in a completely different
Oh.
place, clearly on a location.
Bro, I knew
A location.
A location.
I knew.
A
And
I
he
knew.
still follows one of us.
Yep.
Ooh.
I knew literally from this. He wanted to have like one in left. I knew from the second that I walked out of that man's life, or actually fucking sprinted, that he would be back. Like I knew. I was like, dude, I just feel it in my fucking huevos that this man is gonna like resurface. I would never, like,
Yeah.
not in a million years, especially because now I'm in a relationship. But I think
It's cold plunge guy.
exactly, cold plunge daddy. But I yeah, no. But I do think it'll happen. I don't think it's an if. I think it's a when.
Oh, that's goofy, dude.
Yeah.
That's super weird.
Mhm.
Yeah. But wait, who is this? Who's she?
Some
Is she describing him?
Not important.
No, not at all.
A complete opposite.
She's basically alluding
actually.
to the fact that she's now single, saying, "Oh, what's my type of man?"
Got it.
But that's a whole.
Oh.
I'll explain this to you off the air, but it's
Yeah.
a whole fucking debacle.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm. Yeah,
Dude.
a lot of cheese, ma'am. A lot of tea. We'll wrap it up there, guys. We'll see what happens. Oh, my friend Brent's calling me. The one who got me on Raya, actually.
No way.
We love you, Brent. Hi.
Nope.
That's it, guys. It's a wrap. Thanks for coming on. Love you guys so much.
That
And I
was
guess
so
we'll
fun.
see what
Love you.
happens. Hell
That
yeah.
was so fun. Thanks for having me back
Yeah.
on.